G'day viewer, welcome back to the channel. We're going to wind the clock back to around about 1999, 2000. I was a police officer with the Northern Territory Police Force, and in this video I was serving at Ali Curung, which is in the Barkly district. Our policing area was about 27,000 square kilometres, and the video is bush station life. We're going to meet the community. We're going to experience an award ceremony for one of our ACPOs. We're going to meet some territory personalities. We've got the Variety Club Bash coming through. We've got people that we find in the river. We weren't sure whether they were asleep or perished. We've got UFO encounters. We've got meteorite finds. We've got a solar eclipse. And sit back, enjoy. I do apologise for the graininess of some of the video, but it does improve towards the end, so I hope you enjoy. Let's go.
Who's our senior ACPO for dedicated service. We've got some special visitors here, and it's Assistant Commissioner Maria Swernham and Commander Bob Fields. They're flown in specially for today to show that the police service does appreciate the efforts that Ronnie put into the community over the years at his service. And firstly, I'd just like to hand over to Commander Fields, and he'll say a few words, and then a speech also. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for coming down to be part of this ceremony this morning. It's very important from the Northern Territory Police point of view, a role particularly that Aboriginal community police officers play in the providing of a policing service to communities such as Ali Curung. And you're particularly lucky here in terms of that Ronnie is the ACPO that's here, and Ronnie is now the longest serving ACPO in the Northern Territory Police Force, having completed 12 years of service. Having been part of the original start of this scheme back in 1978, when people generally used to come and become ACPOs and probably last for about 12 months or a couple of years, and they decide to move on to something else for various reasons. I think you can understand, how far the scheme has come, how much the ACPO scheme has improved, how much we recognise the value of the contribution of people like Ronnie make to policing in the Northern Territory, and hopefully the fact that Ronnie has stayed with us so long, that Ronnie values and enjoys being part of the Northern Territory Police Force. Whichever way we look at it, it always goes well for communities such as Ali Curung to have stability and to have people that stay here for a long time doing the job. They know everybody, and they know what's the real issues and what are the local sort of things that happen in these communities. So you don't just get a policing service out of the book. You get a policing service from people who have some local knowledge and have local standing and respect. And in that regard, we're very happy that Ronnie has made a career out of being an ACPO.
Thanks, Bob. You'll remember I came here a while ago. How long ago was it now, Ronnie, when I gave you your second stripe? 3 years ago. I was here 3 years ago and gave Ronnie his second stripe. I think I said at that time that the ACPO scheme was the best thing that the Northern Territory Police Force has ever done. I still believe that. And it's very gratifying to come here this morning and give a Territory Service Medal. And the only people that can get the Northern Territory Police Service Medal are people that have had service in the Northern Territory. I mean, we have people that can get the National Medal because they've been in police forces in other parts of Australia. But the Territory Service Medal is special, special to all of us that have got it, like Bob and myself. It's not hopefully as special to Ronnie, but it's particularly gratifying that I give the Northern Territory Service Medal to our mates and really community. We gave you your second stripe, and for being here today, the Lieutenant David Mayor is proud of you, and rightly so. So congratulations, Ronnie.
Okay, you'll take it away. Two, right here.
We have this community. Thank you.
Okay, let's wind the clock back a bit before the award ceremony. And we're up in Tennant Creek for an amazing eclipse. And that's me on the front page of the Tennant Times. And it was quite a spectacle. We had, there's Jono. We had the famous Dr. Carl Krasinski, I think that's how you say his name. So we're up at the Bill Allen Lookout in Tennant Creek. We've got Impaja there, we've got the sun, and the eclipse is happening. We thought it'd be total darkness. Old Dr. Carl assured us we'd see stars, but it didn't get quite that dark, but it was still a great event, and it was really something to see. We had people from all over the world flying to Australia for this, and this is one of the better places to view it from. Tennant Creek. TFC to those who know. Big Gav. Okay, there's a good image of the solar eclipse taken through a telescope. Okay, so a little bit later on we had this report of a Y2K meteorite, and stay tuned because later in the video I think I'll find it and I'll show you the evidence coming up. New Year's Eve, remember the Y2K? We were lucky enough or unlucky enough to be working, and we had to stay up all night and do checks every 15 minutes to make sure the lights were still on, the computers were still working, and we had to report those facts in. Lord only knows what would have happened if the lights went out at midnight. Who's going to come and help us? Like, we're miles from nowhere, remote as. Anyway, we were happy, we got paid. Okay, let's go and have a look at some community life. This is a typical Saturday morning. Get the police traffic car up, pop the boot, put the tunes on, let the kids run around. As you can see, that's our son Boy, that's our son Bo, that's our son Bo. He's got a broken leg. He actually did it just walking in a straight line, just twisted it, and weirdest break. But here are some of the community kids just coming around. I think we're clearing some stuff out this particular day, and the kids were just grabbing a few toys and having a bit of fun. But yeah, we did have the music blaring and having a good time. Some of the lads wanted to wash the police car, so why not? I want you to know, but this police car was about a week old, and only had a few kilometres on it, and I've come around the side with the camera. Some of the lads yeah, you'll see where they are. They're up on the roof of the car, and it's the roof panels all caving in. But no harm done, no foul. They were able to just pop it all back out, and no one was the wiser. There you can see the lad up on the roof. It's like, oh, okay, mate. Yeah. So if you're doing community policing, you've really got to work at building a rapport and trust up with not just the kids, but everyone in the community. These communities have done it really tough over the years, and there's a lot of mistrust with police forces, and I'm sure you're aware of the reasons why, and if you're not, go educate yourself. But you've got to work with people and for people. Don't get me wrong, I made a few errors, but you live and learn, don't you? Okay, this is a map of the community. It's painted up on a car bonnet. Quite ingenious. And they're the 4 different tribes that, or 4 different clans that occupy Ali Curung. Got the bakery operated by Mick. That's a safe house for domestic violence victims and their families. No humbug, stay away. My mum and dad came to visit. That was an experience for them. So we got rid of the ER Elizabeth to the Queen sign, and this is what the community came up with, a more a more community relatable police sign. That's my car, the 401 number plate. I did go back a few years later though, just to see how the community's going. And you can see there's lots of old relics, old houses, little camps I run around. Those trees, my partner and I planted those trees for the house. That's our water supply, the community, Bracks. Football's huge there, the kangaroos. This is an old photo of just some traditional dancing. And we've got the prosecutor come up from Tennant Creek with Ronnie. And there's Edjo. I believe he's an MLA now, or he's a politician up in the territory. Good on you, Steve. Okay, it's time to go for the patrol. This one's I think it went for about 4 days. It's a big district now. Normally I'll just take a swag and head out, but taking a family, we had to take a bit more kit. Been a bit of rain around, kids are yelling out, blue light, blue light. They love it. You gotta turn the lights and sirens on. Now stay with me here. Now we do have some water on the side of the road, but it does get a lot more tricky coming up around the corner as we head out of the community out towards Murray Downs for our first night. Murray Downs is a big ass cattle station. Spend the night there. I don't have any footage of the actual people there. We didn't film them. That wouldn't be right. But they put on a fresh feed for us, and it was a fresh killer. So that's a freshly slaughtered beast, and yeah, beautiful and looked after. Oh, there's Denise. Lovegrove Park. It's very green. We had a lot of rain in the lead up to this video. Around about Christmas time, from memory, this was filmed. My partner, she gets a bit nervous when we turn the corner. She wasn't prepared for all the water that we were about to have to venture through. One thing I do want to point out is I travel this road all the time. I knew the surface of the road, what was under the water, but yeah, it's quite a spectacle. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I know you're going to say there'll be people out there, if it's flooded, forget it, but where we are, it's on a patrol, we don't have much choice, and to be honest, this road's quite firm underneath and the water isn't that deep. I'd had previously tested it, but what do you think? So this stretch of road here that was covered with water is probably about a kilometre and a half long from memory. So you just got to remember where you are. Yeah, I'm glad I know I'm going to, babe. Might put the wipers on, yeah. Great times. If you do get a chance to work out in a remote community, go for it. But take the right attitude, you'll love it. Now for our viewers that are interested in cars, the vehicle I'm driving is a Toyota Hilux 4-wheel drive dual cab with a cage fitted on the back. Personally, I like the Hilux. The wheel track was a bit narrower than what everyone seems to drive, and that's the Land Cruiser. So with the narrow wheels, you just sort of sit a little bit tighter in the ruts of the road, if that makes sense. You just it's a bit easier to travel. Or negotiate's probably a better word. Yeah, so night one we spent at Murray Downs Station, predominantly a cattle station. I believe it's owned by foreign investors now. I don't think it's a family one. I'm just trying to think of the family name, it's not coming to me. But yeah, next night, this night. There's a young lad junior, a missus. It's a brilliant station. When we were there, they had an issue with feral donkeys. I'm not sure if that's still an issue. We do get to meet a feral donkey later in the video. He's quite a character. Yeah, the typical road train 3 trailer. We used to go out there, and the reason we go out to these places is to register these vehicles, the trailers, issue licenses, firearms licenses, do firearm storage safety checks, make sure that it's safe. Here's an old abandoned mine, Hatches Creek. Windmills are a little bit worse for wear. And this is the countryside. Okay, so the second we're going to head out to the old police station waterhole. This is a brilliant waterhole. You can swim there. It's quite safe. There ain't no crocodiles or anything down there. It's fresh. It's cool. There are snakes and other things there, but you just keep your wits about you. It's a great place. So either way, Stewart Highway, but if we go to the left, you don't need a four-wheel drive so much, but if you go the other way, you need to have a four-wheel drive. We actually did come from the other way, but for the purpose of the video, I think I was just driving to get some B-roll. Okay, let's head into police station waterhole. There wasn't an old police station here. There's not much left of it now. You'll see in the video there's just a couple of remnants of a wall. But look at that. The serenity. So as you see, we travel with quite a bit. Can't just take a swag when you've got with Junior and the missus on board. You've got to take a few creature comforts, chairs and tents and tables. So obviously we weren't planning on arresting anyone. The back of the cage was filled with eskies and chairs and the like. And we actually not pre-warned, but we announced our arrival. We announced that we were coming on patrol to all these little remote communities dotted around our district to do licenses and firearm registrations and things like that. So, if you did have a warrant or you were in trouble, you're gonna keep your head down while we're in the area, or just leave for the day, whatever. But check out the sunset, man. It's just brilliant. So at night time, lay back, watch the shooting stars, look out for UFOs, and have a great night's sleep. Bush patrol life, gotta love it. Smiles all around. Here you can see, this is the remnants of the old police station. It's a bit of a walk on the other side. Okay, let's get loaded up, and here's some more of the countryside as we're heading off to towards Canteen Creek, I think from memory, where is our next stop. A couple of water crossings. I think that's where we come up and we find, oh no, it might be tomorrow. Let's have a look. Okay, so across some of the floodplains. Now, different times of the year, this could just all be red dirt, but with all the rain we'd had, it just turned to lush fields. Back in the day, tuberculosis, so keep gates closed. Basic rule is if the gate's shut, make sure it's shut when you go after you go through it. Now, in a lot of these communities, you will see wrecked cars like this laying around. Now, no one's in a hurry to remove them because they're basically the super cheap of the Outback. This is where people get their spare parts to keep other cars running. Thousands of kilometres or hundreds of kilometres from anywhere. Here we go, Snack Attack Jack. This is our resident Epinara donkey. We give him a snack. He seemed to escape the hunter's bullet, because they are a feral pest in that part of the world. camels can be a nuisance too, but I don't recall seeing too many camels in this part of our district. Don't get me wrong, they're around, but they're a little bit further south and southwest from memory. Those ranges, that's the Devonport Ranges. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to head into Canton Creek, more of the same. We just stay the night. We spend a day issuing car licenses and registering vehicles and firearm license checks and safety checks, and then we head out again. And that's a leatherback, unfortunately. Not much fur left on that one. And a lot of the communities have missionaries that come in. So day 4, look out, we're on a home run now, so this is a bit of a speeded up version. Now I do remember this day 4, we came across a chap in the laying in the water cooling down. His name's Adam. Good if you're still around with us, Adam, g'day mate. We had a love-hate relationship. He was a character. Basically he'd been left here by his friends and family because he's a bit of a nuisance, and they will drop him here to stay cool and hydrated while they go into the community and do their family business, and then they collect him on the way back. Not that he'd done anything wrong that day, but it was just his decision that he didn't want to go there. Okay, you can see a dingo here, Central Australian dingo. I don't know how purebred they are. I imagine they've got a bit of a mix in it, but they're very wary, not like the Fraser Island version. Okay, so this is interesting. This is when I come across a meteorite, maybe the Y2K meteorite. I had to stop and nature called and have a laugh, but here we go. Yeah, so I come across this little, so I guess we'll call it a gecko, and stubbed my toe on what felt a little bit heavier than a normal rock and a little bit different in colour. And as my test proved, it's a meteorite. It's quite the beast. I'm just saying where it is. It used to be in this room, but I may have put it somewhere else. So, did we just find the Y2K meteorite? Or meteor? And we do some tests on it. Basically, you can, the meteorite's made up of a lot of iron. It's got a high iron content, so you can do a magnet test, and magnet just sticks super tight to it. So yeah, 680 grams or 1.5 pounds if you're an American, and that's in comparison to a Yankee American $1 bill, but as you can see, that's about big as a cricket ball. Okay, we're heading home now. We stop at Bonniewell, and we came across a couple of territory legends. For those that know Skimbo, look out. And Skimbo and Lindsay were partaking in the Variety Club bash back in the day, and this is their vehicle. So we pop into the Devil's Marbles to get a refreshment and just check out the scene. Kalu. And for those that want to know, it's the Rainbow Serpent country, so the Devil's Marbles are actually the eggs of the Devil's Marbles are actually eggs of the serpent. There's Lindsay and Skimbo. Now I know the orange car was driven by Skimbo, Brian, and who else, I wonder? Mick. Hey Mick, if you're out there mate watching, Brian, Skimbo, lads. Okay, so let's go down to the Walkup Hotel, which is now called the Devil's Marbles Hotel. That's Lee, the owner. And there's, what's his name? Twinkles the Camel. This was a pest of a camel. It used to steal my mail out of the police vehicle and run off with it and create havoc. Real character. I believe he's been relocated to one of the stations a bit further south. A lot of these camels get exported to the UAE because their DNA is so highly sought after. As you can see, we've got a theme park at the Devil's Marbles Hotel, or the Walkup Hotel as it was back in the day, but it's an oasis there. Brilliant food, cold beer. I've got barbecues out the back. All the road trains stop there. As we head off, the Tanami Transport, they lost her back trailer. Check it out, she'd rolled over. So you got to get the big guns in to lift it back up and get going again. So nothing, nothing surprises me in this part of the world. So as we head further south, now we're going to head down to Wycliffe Well. Oh, and as we do, we stop and we find the Sergeant Steve and the Prosecutor Mark heading back from Tennant Creek, and what's in their back? It's quite known that small stations like Ali Curung have to pilfer stock from the bigger stations' cupboards.
Bloody hell! Edgehoe and Brooksy have emptied our stationary cupboard again, Denise. Where are they now? On their way back to Ali Curung, I bet.
So yeah, pens and notepads and just general stationery items were often taxed or borrowed from Tennant Creek, and you can see there the officer in charge, Bob, he would often he'd be onto us pretty quick and ended up locking the cabinets. So here we are at the UFO capital in Australia, Wycliffe Well. It's now closed, unfortunately, but it was quite the place back in the day. Lots and lots of sightings, and I'm lucky enough to catch up and we have a talk with the owner, Lou Farkas, about his time at Wycliffe Well and the UFOs in general. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, Wycliffe Well is recognised one of four major hotspots in the world, and that comes about purely by having continuous sightings. I mean, a lot of places around the world and thousands of places had sightings of one format or another, and then that's it, all over and done with. But here, I mean, it's continuous. Nevada Desert's another one. There's a desert in Mexico, one in South America, and over here. Well, according to scientific sort of reasoning behind it, there's sort of ley lines, these energy lines around the world, and we happen to be on the crossroads of them. So that's sort of one aspect. As far as the more up-to-date reasons for sightings, some of these sightings at the moment, I would say that we have a secret military base out west of us, and a lot of the sightings are actual human experiments. And then secondly, UFOs observing the experiments. Human experiments being Americans based here in Australia, probably moved the Area 51 situation over from the States over to here, and that's the sort of sightings we're getting. I myself have sighted quite a few sightings. I mean, I've been here 15, 16 years now.
Okay, we're going to head back towards Ali Curung now, but as you can see, living at Ali Curung, it's quite the adventure, it's quite a challenge, and it's very rewarding. These signs are a bit of a disappointment. Imagine if it was one outside your community. Alright, hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. See you next time.